Hello, this is Shan Chandrasekhar welcoming you to another delightful part of our programming. As part of the Achievers, we featured some of the finest, highly accomplished people from around the world. We are delighted to welcome to the program Honorable I.K. Gujral.
On the 21st of April 1997, Inder Kumar Gujral was sworn in as India's 12th Prime Minister.
Welcome to the program, Mr. Gujral.
Thank you.
You made a very interesting statement by saying now the future is in the Asian countries. The economy is booming there. You described 7% growth in the economy. Tell me about the reason for this. Is this a sudden new phenomena or is it a cycle that's happening?
It's a cycle. Not cycle in the sense coming and going, but I would say the graph moving upwards. You see, what has happened in the past is that for 50 years now, since India has been free, we have been gradually building a policy framework. And also in that process, the type of new middle class that has emerged. That is a very vast thing. We are a very large country, 970 million now, and it's generally assumed that 30 to 40% of that population has now entered the middle class. This is a base. Now India is now the largest possibly the market in the world. China, I do not know what is the size of that, but surely it is larger than Europe and surely larger than this continent. So there and the potential buying. I'll give you one or two small examples. In 1947, when India became free, India, Bangladesh, Pakistan put together, which was one country at that time, India used to import 60,000 bicycles. Last year, India exported 4 million bicycles.
Incredible.
After meeting the internal needs.
I see.
When I was information minister, we celebrated in 1970s a day when we were learned that now India has got 10 million radio sets. We thought it was a great thing. Last year's figures now are that India has about 20 million TV sets.
Fantastic.
That shows the market.
Absolutely.
And there's everything that you can think of is selling. And the market is booming. You rightly said, you see 7% rate of growth is including agriculture. If I look at industry alone, it is 12% rate of growth. And compare it with the Europe and Americas, its rate of growth is 2%.
Interesting.
There is a difference.
Team Canada had a very successful trip to India, led by the Prime Minister of Canada, along with several other premiers. Now, has there been a formal follow-up to this visit?
Only a while ago, I was having breakfast meeting with the leaders of Toronto industry and also bankers. And we discussed the same thing. The upshot is what? That although when the Prime Minister went there, some agreements have been signed, worth about $3.2 billion.
Right.
One of the things which you need doing is to see that they really come on the ground straight away. And I hope this will continue. My visit by itself is also a part of that.
Wonderful.
I had met the foreign minister of this country in July in Jakarta. We had a very happy meeting. And we decided two things. One, that I would come now and that he would come to India in January. We are also trying to work out that next year India's Prime Minister comes here. You see, this coming and going helps because these understandings, you are able to appreciate what India is doing and how, and we are able to have a more intimate knowledge of this country. For instance, less than 12 hours or 13 hours that I've been here, I'm really staggered to see how people of Indian origin have done remarkably well here. Remarkable. I feel proud of it. Industry, professions, everything. And also occupying such a respectable position in public life here.
Very much so.
It is much easier to build bridges of understanding between Canada and India now because of this element available here. Canadians know what Indians look like. And we also have known through you all what Canadians look like. And there is a beginning of all cooperations.
That's fascinating. Our congratulations to you. I understand you've increased the validity of Indian passports from 5 years. Tell us about the significance of this.
Yes, you know, sometimes the rules are made in a very silly way. Why 5 years? What happens to a person in 5 years or 10 years? I asked my office when I came in, I said, if a man has been all right for 9.5 years, how does he suddenly become somewhat worth verifying in the 10th year?
I see. Very interesting.
No reply. So first I decided that we will not have any limit. But then we saw that every country in the world has a form when you immigration, date of issue of passport and date of expiry. So I was advised that some date has to be fixed. So we said, all right, anybody who gets new passport will start for 20 years. And every time we'll give extension, we'll give for 10 years. We have abolished one thing more. Previously it was being done that once you applied for the extension of passport, you again went through the police verification and all that. That is totally gone. A simple statement by the passport holder saying that he has not been prosecuted for any heinous crime is enough.
Fascinating. I'd like to go back to a very exciting statement that I heard from you yesterday. It's interesting to note about the Gujral Doctrine, whereby you really felt that a country that is doing well has to help a country that is in need of help, especially a neighboring country. Tell us about this.
I feel that one essential part of global cooperation is this. I live in South Asia. Indian economy has done better than my neighbors. It is in my interest that they should also do better. Even if I leave the generalities out or philanthropy out of it. Main point is a poor neighbor is always a liability, both in personal life as well in nation's life. If supposing Bangladesh does not develop, what will happen? There will be always a migration to India, always a drag on Indian economy. If they are doing well, nobody will migrate. This is one small part of it. Tensions also are amongst those who are in this way not catching up with each other, both in internal life as well external. And also, you know, if you look in a broader sense of the word, you see this subcontinent, now we may have 7 nations, but we are one people. That is our history, our ethos, our civilization.
If you were to pick the biggest challenge that the country is currently facing right now, and you with an extraordinarily important portfolio, what would you identify as India's the biggest priority?
Relations with neighbors. And I'm building on that.
Wonderful.
I think in last 4 months we have done reasonably well. We have been able to lower the tensions to zero, so far as we are concerned. For instance, India-Pakistan, which has been the bane of both of us. In last 4 months, you will be interested to know, the government of India has not issued a single statement, and I emphasize the word single, where the word Pakistan has been mentioned.
Yes, you mentioned that.
No. It had become a practice almost in both our countries, that anybody coming from outside, we would talk against each other. No visitor has come to India with whom I have ever talked about Pakistan. Well, this is the type of relationship that we want to have. It is also my hope and wish that soon there will be dialogue between two of us. And we must get rid of the entire animosities and mindsets of the past. Cold War has ended everywhere. It should end in our subcontinent also. It's high time.
While you have a very important portfolio and responsibility as being in charge of external affairs, but country's internal affairs become as important. What is the current situation in Punjab, and what is the progress to date in Punjab?
I'm a Punjabi myself. You must know that.
Yes.
Number one. Number two, in 1989 elections, I was elected from Jalandhar. So therefore, my roots are in Punjab. My language is Punjabi. My ethos is Punjabi. That dark era of nearly a decade which inflicted violence on Punjab has ended decisively and for all times. It was a foreign projected militancy. And now we have election. Second election is about to be held. All parties are busy at their old games, running down each other, part of democratic system, trying to vie with each other to do better. Indian Punjabi economy is now blooming. Life is normal as normal can be. Land prices and house prices in Jalandhar are higher than in Delhi. You cannot buy for love or money any worthwhile house in Amritsar now. These are the signs and symbols of what has happened. I do know that in this country some people are still bent upon creating a picture as if things are wrong in Punjab. That is why when I met the foreign minister of Canada, and he has decided and he asked me that he wanted to open an office in Chandigarh, I said yes, by all means do. And I promised him that when he comes, we both of us will go together to do the opening ceremony of that office.
Wonderful.
To facilitate. Ultimately, it is his responsibility as well as mine.
Right.
And that those friends and their relatives living here, they want to have visa facilities nearer home than come to Delhi. Why not? We'll cooperate.
So, Mr. Gujral, it's been a pleasure having you in the program with us, and we're launching a South Asian
Good
television
wishes.
station.
Good wishes and good luck. And I hope we see the face of you in India soon. We want you to come.
It'll be a pleasure.
And you know, this cooperation and coordination has to be in media. Only then attitudes change. Only then we know each other better. Nobody can, not all the people can travel all the time. But surely media is an extremely good development in human race growth when we are able to get to each other's home straight away and talk to each other. And therefore I do not distinguish that way. You see, main point that we are only trying to say is that ultimately cooperation is very important. And cooperation amongst the networks is very important. Because then only we can learn from each other and project each other.
Wonderful, sir.
But it almost always must remain a two-way traffic. One-way traffic never helps. This is one area where two-way traffic must, and cooperation amongst the networks is very important. Because then only we can learn from each other and project each other.
Welcome to the program, Mr. Gujral.
Thank you. Thank you.